more than a little interference from Shama, formerly of Los Miserables, who answered Mr. Bones' call to start his own faction. He really gave it to the crowd before.
What up? Welcome back to the Necro Zoo. I am Bones, and in this one, we're going to do another DC Multiverse update. Now, of course, this is where I show you guys the stuff I've picked up in the last couple of weeks. Now, I do have some DC Multiverse figures, some McFarlane old school Spawn figures, and I also have some DC Universe classics that I've added to the collection. So, been kind of a long week. I'm working a lot right now, so that's why I haven't been able to put up any vids, but I should be able to get some out this weekend. But I do want to do this update because I have stacked up a lot of stuff that I need to start displaying and adding to my collections. So, of course, first we are going to do McFarlane News. Now, of course, everybody right now is talking about the images released from McFarlane through, I think it's like a figure magazine, where they showed the recent figures coming up. Now, I had already talked about these in my last update, which basically was the Wonder Woman, the McFarlane designed version. And I said she was kind of going to have like armored up, like kind of like a big Barda style Wonder Woman with like a new shield. And yes, now we do have images of that one. Then, of course, you do have the infected Shazam. I think it's called King Shazam. Looks pretty interesting. Might have some reused parts, but you can't really tell until you get the figures in your hand. So I'm gonna like stay away from assuming anything that I don't really know. But then you also do have a pretty cool looking Etrigan figure. Now this is like a newer version. I think it's called Demon Knight Etrigan. Looks pretty cool. Right off the bat, I think that I would have preferred like a snarling face, and it just looks like a regular plain face. But oh well, like I said before, we have really not a lot of control of what McFarlane releases to us. I mean, aside from him having to listen to what we say and having people working below him, checking out like threads and message boards and seeing what people like and what people don't like. They're gonna release what they decide to release, and we have no power against it. I'm just happy that we have a new DC line to collect, because we went a while there with Mattel, and then it started going down at the end, and then we got the news that McFarlane was gonna pick up the license, and I've been pretty much happy with everything. Of course, you know, I'm not 100% happy. There is some things I don't like, but it does not detract from the fact that I love this collection. I'm having a lot of fun collecting it, and I'm having a lot of fun customizing the figures and doing my own interpretations. So it's all good for me. But you also get an image of the Dark Knight Returns Batman. Now, he did decide to do the armored version, so the scaling is going to be kind of interesting to see how big it is compared to the other figures. But we'll have to wait and check it out until we get it in hand. Then, of course, you had a couple other figures shown, like the 2-pack with Hal Jordan and Dawnbreaker. Now, of course, there was some other things that we got to see, like the White Knight Bat Cycle, Looks pretty cool. I mean, it's a vehicle. You don't really get that many vehicles, so I mean, cool. I'll add it to the collection. And they also talked about those lists that are being released now. On the list, there's just tons and tons of figures that are, supposedly going to be released. You have the 66 6-inch Batman, and then there is something I personally found, and that was that it looks like they're going to release some movie figures, but they are going to be 7-inch, and it's going to be from Batman Forever. So you'll get a Val Kilmer Batman, O'Connell Robin, and I think they even it even lists a Batgirl like Alicia Silverstone. And then there's another wave that's going to be like Batman and Robin, and I saw Schwarzenegger's Mr. Freeze in there, and then the Build-A-Figure from that one is going to be the Bane from the movie. Now, I'm not sure if they're just going to take the basic parts of the Bane from the Last Night on Earth and just repaint it and add some different like spikes and stuff, or who knows. But these I will be picking up and I will be adding to the collection. Now, another thing people are talking about is the new Spawn series figures that are going to be released. The McFarlane did put out an image of all the figures. I think you had a Raven Spawn in there, a Redeemer, a Clown, and I think a 12-inch Violator. So they look pretty good. I'm not too I didn't like a lot of the designs of those, so I'm pretty sure that those I'm only going to buy and keep in box. I already bought the 2 Mandarins that were released, and now they have that deluxe Mandarin coming out. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure that line, I'm just going to buy the ones I like and then keep them in box. And if I really, really like it, then I might buy 2 to have one open. But I'll just decide that when I get to that bridge. But pretty interesting stuff from McFarlane. He's on a roll right now. Things are looking good, so pretty happy about that. But let's go ahead and get into the stuff I picked up. I'll try and get through these as fast as I can so you don't have to stay that long. But first thing I did pick up is I picked up another one of these Batman Beyond Future's End with the collectible figure piece in here. Now, the original one I got delivered from Target because I pre-ordered it. And then one day they just said, if you want this figure, the only way you could get it is to get it delivered to the store. You can't put it in your cart and order it. So that's what I ended up doing, and surprisingly they did text message me and say that it was at the store. So went and picked it up. Pretty cool. This one will be staying in box in my unopened DC Multiverse collection. Cool. And then for a while there on Walmart.com, they had the other version of Batman Beyond, which is the one with the flight effects and the different face sculpt. So I went ahead and picked up 3 because one will be going to the unopened collection, one will be to open up and review and to put up on the display shelf, and then one will be to customize. I'm gonna do some stuff to this one, paint the wings black on the back, probably make the wings detachable, and then I might even end up changing the ankle ball joint to a smaller black ball joint just to see how it looks. If it doesn't look good, then I'll just put them back. But I'm gonna do a couple of things to this. Let's see how it goes. So that's gonna be for customizing. So I picked all that up. And then also from Walmart.com, I picked up 2 of these gold Dark Knight Metals Red Death flashes. I guess this one's called Gold Death. Pretty cool. I only picked up 2 because I will be putting one into the unopened collection, and then I will be opening one just to put it on the display shelf. I don't really have any ideas for customizing this or anything, but I will review it and put it up on the display shelf. Now these I actually ordered, I think from uh, GameStop, and it was two of these Flashpoint Thomas Wayne Batmans, but unmasked. And the same thing, I only need two because I'm going to keep one unopened in the collection, and then I'm going to open one up to review and to put on the display shelf. And I might be just displaying him with his guns, and then I might use that sword for a custom that I'm going to work on of the mass Flashpoint. But it all depends how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But pretty cool to get those into the collection. Now let's get into some actual old school Spawn McFarlane stuff. First thing I picked up was this like Arsenal Spawn, the mass version. Now back here I do have the unmasked version, and there is some things that I wanted to like swap from this guy to that guy and have my two versions. So it's gonna be cool to finally open this up and be able to swap parts and give this guy some guns that he has and then put some guns from him. So pretty cool. This did cost me $40 online, so kind of a pricier figure, but now that I've picked it up, I just need these two together, so pretty cool. I also picked up this awesome Creech. Now, I also do have the other version here. This like lighter Creech. But I always wanted this different version. Like it's a little bit heavier and it's more like a statue textured kind of figure, even though it does have some articulation. He does have his little stand that he goes on. And then he did come with this little card. Got the Creech on there. So that's pretty cool. Like I said before, I always wanted one of these. I think it cost me $43. So it was another like pricier figure. But now that I have them, I'm really happy. And gonna put them up in the collection next to this original Creech that I have. So pretty cool. And then in my DC Classics collection, which I have pretty much a lot of the figures, so these are rarer because I'm only trying to pick up now ones that I don't have. But I finally did pick up the, I'm not sure what their names are, but this is like Rokan or something like that. But they're from a 2-pack, but I did buy them separately. I paid about, I think like $25 for this one. Ramatui or something like that. He did come with the lantern. And then I did pick up the girl from this set. She looks pretty sick, pretty evil looking. And she also came with a lantern and then her construct of like an alien dog, kind of. Pretty cool. His head has some articulation. That's awesome. But I actually been hunting these for a long time. I think I paid more for her. I think I paid like $38, I want to say, for this one. But these are gonna go up on my DC Universe Classics 2-pack shelf. Put a little video where they're finally going up there, and that's where they're gonna stay. I've been holding on to the spot for them for a long time, so really satisfying to complete it and get them in there where I had a spot open for them. Pretty cool. But anyways, guys, that's it for now. You guys keep hunting out there, keep collecting, keep customizing, and I will see you on the next one.